Greetings, all! Today, we will be examining the relatively uncommon water-type Pokemon Luvdisc, the Rendezvous Pokémon. While they might not be the most intriguing of Pokemon to some, Luvdisc are still interesting beasts that can win the heart of someone if you know how to use them right.
Luvdisc are known for their simple anatomy, their entire form coated in pink scales with a heart-shaped body, the more bulbous ends being used for swimming in the water. Aside from this, the only other remarkable features on them are a pair of light pink cheek markings near their blue eyes and the light pink pointed mouth at the tip of their body form.
Luvdisc are simple fish that spend their peaceful time feeding on plankton within warm, shallow ocean waters.
Like some fish, they tend to travel in relatively large schools and rarely break formation. This is useful as a defensive tactic as Luvdisc have relatively little in the way of sheer offense. If they are somehow separated from this school, individual Luvdisc will often become despondent and leave themselves open to attack by Pokemon such as Pelipper. Aside from simply moving around and feeding together, Luvdisc sometimes have jumping contests with one another as a form of recreation, an action few other species do simply for fun. Perhaps not surprisingly, Luvdisc make their homes within the branches of Corsola colonies and generally inhabit the exact same territory, which suits both creatures perfectly fine. While Luvdisc acquire a free home where they can sleep peacefully and out of harm's way, Corsola acquire additional backup in the case of a predator attack. During spawning season though, Luvdisc tend to appear in numbers so large that they almost literally turn the water pink. This can become an issue if there are not enough Corsola available for nests, but physical altercations are thankfully rare.
What makes Luvdisc so important in the world lies not in their power, however, but in their symbolism.
Many centuries ago, humans among coastal villages noted that Luvdisc tend to follow around couples that were not only in love, but that eventually end up staying together for life. This intense interest in human love among every member of the species is a feature wholly unique to Luvdisc, and the reasoning behind it has yet to be fully understood. It may, however, be a reflection of their own social constructs, as Luvdisc made with only one partner for life are unable to find their partner no matter how great the distance may be between them.
What is apparent, however, is that humans eventually turned this strange behavior into a literal symbol of love and romance worldwide within a relatively short period of time, which led to them being overfished in the past before conservation efforts were able to successfully stabilize their global population numbers.
According to tales of the time, it is said that a couple that discovers a Luvdisc will be blessed with eternal love, and that giving a Luvdisc to someone is said to be a way of telling them that you love them with all of your heart. Honeymoon hotels caught on to this rapidly, and today often release large numbers of the fish into their pools on a daily basis to keep this notion and traditional belief alive, partially helped out by the fact that the species has a skewed gender ratio of 3-to-1 in favor of females. It should be noted as well that there has been a recent discrepancy over whether or not Luvdisc inspired the now classic shape of the traditional heart, as such a claim seemingly clashes with the story of Saint Valentine. It is more than likely, however, that both possibilities might be true, as Luvdisc do have the right shape, but the tree mentioned in Saint Valentine's traditional story has its leaves in the right orientation. Finally, it should be noted that Luvdisc scales, known affectionately as heart scales around the world, are quite common among the species and, though they do nothing, are considered highly valuable among certain collectors. As far as their combat capabilities go, Luvdisc are not exactly that great. Sure, they can move quickly in flowing water, and can even use water to rejuvenate their bodies under certain circumstances, granting them Swift Swim as a base ability and Hydration as a hidden ability, but their agility is about all they have going for them, as while their base speed stat is above average for a fully evolved water-type Pokemon, every other aspect of them falls quite flat, leaving them with little combat potential to work with.
So, there isn't any real way to avoid the issue, so I'll get it out of the way to start here. Yes, Luvdisc are really not that great at fighting. Sure, they've got good speed on the side, but that's about it, as their base stats are really lackluster, and they don't get much in the way of moves naturally or otherwise to make them all that great. With that out of the way though, I think they are still lovely fish to have around, as friends and even pets, if you've got a tank large enough to support them. Their tendency to travel in large numbers can make them a perfect treat if you're trying to convince someone that you're meant to be together. And I can tell you from my own marriage that they can work. So even beyond fighting, they can have quite the social impact. Add on to that their tendency to readily carry hard scales with them, and you've got a fish that can at least pay for its own worth if you're looking to catch some.
While they might not be something to truly fear in any real sense, Luvdisc are still unique fish that can be worth the effort to catch if you take the time to look for them. The hard scales that they carry might be the only thing worth hunting them for some, but they nonetheless can be fun fish to have around, especially if it's just to watch them.
Just do yourself a favor though, and don't totally knock off these creatures. They might not be worth much on offense, but with moves like Sweet Kiss and Attract on the side, they can at least potentially cause some confusion if you don't keep a fair distance.
Thank you all for watching this video. It is always a pleasure to help teach others about the world of Pokemon and the many facets of it that exist in both the world we call home and the world they call home. If you'd like, please leave a comment and subscribe and ring the bell to this channel to get regular updates on content and anything else that might be going on. You can find me and my written work on DeviantArt under the name Titus, and be informed of information and content uploads on my Twitter page and my Patreon page. Donations are always welcome. Always remember, the world of Pokemon is a vast and varied place, and there's no telling what secrets might be hiding just around the corner. So keep watch, stay vigilant, and always prepare for the unexpected. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.